Hello, everyone. This NDE is a man in his 20s that did a liquid workout supplement that went really wrong. And he was with his workout buddy. They both did it and ended up having severe problems. Have a good week, everyone.
We take a little liquid bottle cap, each of us, me and my friend. Within seconds, we started feeling like a cooling feeling come over our chests. Me and my buddy, we both thought, well, we'll just go get something to eat, and that's going to make it okay. So we went down to the closest restaurant, which happened to be a Dairy Queen. So I went straight to that bathroom. I went into the bathroom, and I was very, very dizzy. I was feeling that cooling feeling now going into my legs. And the next thing I know, I hear this really loud crack. And the crack was either my head hitting the ground or something hitting the sink as I hit the ground. But either way, I ended up hitting the ground on my back and unconscious. And I went directly from knowing that I was losing my consciousness and I felt there was no pain, but I also felt that I was in a floating state where I felt weightless, as if nothing was weighing me down at all, not even thoughts or worries or anything. But it felt like a complete reset from everything that was going on in my life. And I'm very, very comfortable. And I see this orb or far off light, but I see it getting closer and closer and closer to me. I wasn't going towards it. It was coming towards me. And as it was getting closer to me, it was clearing up, and I could see it was actually this scene of this Dairy Queen, but it was being seen from up above. I was just kind of stuck there, and I was looking down. I saw the body, but it wasn't my first attention. My first attention was my buddy. I saw him already collapsed on a dining table. They had found him. They had called an ambulance. An ambulance was coming to pick him up. They picked him up. They took him away to the closest hospital, and he ended up being fine. But as they left the scene, I wanted to go with him. I wanted to make sure he was okay. And as I tried to leave with him, I was yanked. It felt like pulled back by my belly button. And I was back again in this like seat. And I was looking down at everything below me and seeing again this body. And I looked at the body for the first time with distinct focus. And it didn't even look real. I felt like this is a bad Hollywood job. Doesn't even look real. And then I started to notice I'm hearing everyone's thoughts. Why would the viewer want to hear everyone's thoughts? Because this one customer kept going to the manager and saying, I need to use the bathroom. Can you open the bathroom? He finally opens the bathroom, and then they find this body. So I watched as this second medical team shows up. It comes with two older gentlemen as like veteran medics, one in his 50s, one in his like late 30s. And then this rookie sitting in the back, he's maybe 22, younger, definitely younger guy. Attempted resuscitation. They tried to do CPR, no result. They were putting oxygen into the lungs, no result. They did pronounce the body dead. They went ahead and ordered the rookie to babysit this body in a bag in the back of the ambulance. Well, they got witness statements from a couple witnesses in the restaurant as well as the manager. He was just off of his full training as a medic. And so he had like this list of protocols he thought he could do. And he didn't see these veterans try them. They did the only two things they needed to do. They did CPR, they put air in the lungs, and it didn't bring any life. So they let go. They pronounced death. Well, for him, that wasn't trying hard enough. And then he unzipped the body bag and was feeling like in around the neck to try to feel for a pulse. And he didn't feel anything. And that's when he also realized how cold the body was. I didn't understand what was going on. Me was up here watching. How could I be connected to that there? He went ahead and he forced oxygen into the lungs. He hooked up a defib. He did the first round, nothing. Second round, he got a single heartbeat, but then nothing. And then the third round, he got a steady heartbeat.
I think what's interesting, tying it back into the observing all of this from above, your consciousness observing this from above, and the vertical perception, is, the questions raised, like, how can you perceive information if the body doesn't have access to it?
So I was able to verify, number one, how could I have known my buddy's ambulance came almost an hour before mine, unless I watched it? How could I know that there was even a 3-man crew?